Greg, that was obviously a really, really tough second half. But I want to focus on the positive first for you guys. Like, you had a stretch there where you played some really nice basketball with Jason Kadee out there on the floor. Is that something you can take out of this game just by the result?
Yeah, look, I think you sort of alluded to a really tough second half. Look, it was a really tough 40 minutes of basketball. I think we're down 20 in the first quarter. I think we lacked some intent defensively in terms of the physicality, willingness to do the things that are hard tonight. So it's like the communication, concentration, attention to detail areas as a collective. Like, it's not just one guy or two guys, or it's everybody that's involved in it, and it's not all the time. It's sometimes there's great effort and great intent, and other times, like I use the end of the third. I think this guy next to me gets a dunk, and we feel good about ourselves, and Drimmick runs the floor and gets a layup like in 2 seconds. Like our attention to detail on defensive transition tonight was incredibly poor. They're a very good transition team, which we knew coming in, and we spoke about in the lead up. They did a great job of that. On Jace, look, like, Jace is a competitor. I think he tried his backside off, which he always does. Certainly some positives in his performance. He didn't shoot the ball well the other night in Cairns, and he did tonight. So it's good for him to find a rhythm in that. Look, I think the toll of the week, the emotion and mental toll of the week, certainly played a part in that performance tonight. It's not all of it, but it certainly plays a part. And
how's your new import Henry like the settling in the moment with your group?
Yeah, look, Drew's had a tough initiation to NBL basketball. He walked in on Tuesday morning into a really difficult environment, but he's a pro. He's a really, really good human being, which is important. I can't speak highly enough of the guy who is, and I'm sure Gat can attest to that as well. He's very, very intelligent, and I think over the course of these next 13 games, he can help us win basketball games. So excited about the player and the human being that we've got with us, and hopefully we can get some time on the floor with him at practice this week to get him acclimated properly with the group and put in consistently good performances for us.
And Gorj, just with all the stuff that's going on with the team, and that there's obviously some opportunities for some younger players and for other players in your roster to really step up and do some things. We're seeing stuff from DJ Mitchell, Cody Statman was out there again tonight, which is fantastic to see for your team. Rasmus Balch was really impressive in the patches tonight. So, like, what's that dynamic amongst the group? Like, how do you go with channeling the giving people time to show what they can do at the NBL level versus knuckling down and just trying to get these wins?
Wait, that's for me?
Yeah.
Okay, just staying ready, doing my job. I mean, we got young guys in the team, and we have great old leaders in our group. We just staying ready, taking advantage of the opportunity when it's present.
Maybe just talk a bit about, you mentioned the week. I mean, how difficult has it been as a manager of men?
Yeah, look, it hasn't been easy. I certainly didn't wake up on Tuesday morning in Brisbane thinking that I'd get off a flight in Cairns and would be head coaching an NBL basketball team. That's for sure from a personal standpoint. So, look, it hasn't been an easy week. There's been a lot of noise, a lot of discussions. Like I said in post-game in Cairns, it's my concern is the toll that it's taken on the athletes, like particularly the veteran guys, and because they get brought into those discussions, whether willingly or unwillingly, and it's a distraction. Like, there's no doubt about it. It's distracting and it's frustrating. And the sooner that we can get some consistency and the group can have an understanding of what it looks like moving forward, the better it's going to be for them. Look, we've had discussions as a group, and everyone says they're feeling okay, but under the surface there's still some stuff going on there, and there's an emotional toll that it's taken on the players. Like there's no doubt about that. So we've got to be very conscious of their well-being and find out how they're feeling. And the club needs to make the decisions they need to make on what it looks like moving forward in terms of who sits in this chair. Like right now, it's me in the interim. I don't know what that looks like moving forward. Like I said, Wednesday night, that's the questions for our CEO and ownership group. But look, it's certainly taken a toll. We've got to go back to Brisbane now and face some music and front up Wednesday night in Brisbane. So nobody feels sorry for us. That's for certain. We can't feel sorry for ourselves, and collectively as a group of men, we've got to navigate our way through this and continue to play and compete for each other and represent ourselves the right way.
So you don't have any timeline, it's just keep coaching until?
Yeah, at this stage, yes. I understand there's ongoing discussions with the CEO and ownership group about what that looks like. I haven't been given any information other than that, so they're, like I said, they're questions for those guys to address.
And touching on, as on a more man management level, how do you sort of move forward with these guys?
Look, I think as professionals, we're all very fortunate to play the game of basketball and compete in the game of basketball. And sometimes the game of basketball gets lost and isn't the focus of what we do. So somehow we need to reset our minds to focus on hoops and the enjoyment that we get from what we do. It sounds a bit fluffy and airy-fairy, but at some point in time we need to have difficult discussions as a group of men and have honest and robust discussions about, well, this performance tonight, but also what Wednesday night looks like, what the 27th looks like. We come back here on the 29th to play this team again. So we've got, between now and New Year's Day, we've got 4 more games. Yeah. So in terms of trying to lead them and manage them, managing, isn't trying to manage the group, trying to lead the group and help them discover, the things that they want to compete for, and discover some enjoyment from basketball and what's been a really challenging few weeks for a lot of these guys. Sweet. Thanks, Chance.
Thanks, Greg. Cheers.